Yeah, the visible pen. Yeah.
Yeah, but look, Rooster. Yeah, we'd be surprised if they don't win this game. Like, let's not beat
Mm.
around the bush. But John do have a chance. I think it's dangerous to count them out.
Yeah. I do agree with that actually, because like John, for example, I mean, they won Nuke, they won Overpass, and we were on Mirage. And I gotta say, you didn't actually expect this before the game. You talked to me about being, yeah, stick to the buggy map, stick to your Mirage. And that's what John stuck with. They picked Mirage.
Exactly. Play a map like Mirage where it is pretty much one dimensional when it comes to executing sites. Whereas if you have a puggy style, you could send some fakes B, end up executing A, and so on, and
Mm-hmm.
send question marks all through your opponent's heads, who will have a more structured setup like Rooster will. And we're starting off with Valhalla getting out mid, trying to get some info for his team. And the
Yeah.
bomb, here it is, Josh. They're sitting in Palace. They're waiting for a B fake. They've got three players towards B apps. Funnily enough, Rooster don't have any players on the side. They've got ASAP, who's pushed up short. But as soon as ASAP hears this info coming towards B, he's going to be calling B. He's going to be panicking.
Yeah. Definitely gonna be panicking here, but nettik's actually spotted someone in Palace. They might actually check it given it's a lurk player as well. ASAP trying to hold from short. It's gonna be very hard hold from short. nettik's actually shut down balance. He actually pushed it. I think they may have
They're
recognized
rotating.
it. Oh, they're out. They are rotating.
They lost ASAP. Now they have to rotate. They're just forced to. Even if the bomb isn't there, they just have to go. And they've still got Hugh just waiting, staying patient, trying to find his timing in amps. But meanwhile, ADK is trying to get control of the B site. They're losing players left, right, and centre. And Hugh wins the biggest fight so far in this round. And now it's a 4v2.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say at this point, it's pretty much like Chelios in a one-man army. So if he's trying to stop the cross, because they don't have the smoke to cross here, but Chelios doesn't get the clean connection that he needs to get in this scenario. So, yeah, I gotta say, he's just gonna go for it. He's probably gonna likely lose this. He's actually taking a ticket play. It does take down Falcon, but traded out by Valhalla almost instantly. I just gotta say, just dilly-dallied a bit too long there on that duel. Needs to win that duel quickly. And pretty much it's like, just him hitting and hoping at that point. But a good pistol round win by John. And a good juke as well. It seems like Rooster expected it, given that nettik was still waiting at tickets.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you're always playing against pub teams, you can't full safe call anything because they can throw all kinds. They can fake fakes. They can do all sorts of things. But I'm happy John literally did exactly what I said that they were probably going to do, playing these puggy maps, sending three
Mm-hmm.
to B, understanding it's probably going to be a solo B hold. You get the rotates, you comes out of Palace, and you win the round pretty much based off that alone. And now
Yep.
John have the confidence. They've got their first round on the board, and the world is their oyster at this point.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say as well, like even if they lose that round, they still got the bomb planter, so that puts Galil's
Yeah,
in the next round
exactly.
as well. And also as well, like Rooster didn't expect, like Rooster isn't that exactly high in the tactics sphere as well, where they'll expect that sort of fake from a puggy team. They'll probably expect straight out duel given it's Mirage, so that probably caught them off. Like, so, like I say, like Rooster previously when we casted them versus looking for Org, where they were just crunched upon on Vertigo. Their tactics book isn't up there, but that was a good hit by ASAP there.
Yeah, he got dinked through the floor, I think, from short. Did Valhalla, but they have all five men alive still. Do John and Rooster are fully bought here, so it's going to be a two-rounder if John are to win. Falcon, nice trade, gets CT sided control. And now the bomb's going to start working towards A. Valhalla just trying to hold down connector. He hears the steps, he hears two. Can't get caught in two minds, and he doesn't. Plays it perfectly. And now it's all down to ADK. He's going to have a Galil. But I
He's
think
trying to
this
pick.
one's done so, Josh.
He's trying to pick up that AK because it makes it a lot easier if he's going to go for the retake, but Hughes getting catchment CT. And Hughes in a really good spot as well because ADK won't check that, and the grass just camouflages Hugh very well. Good prevention as well to make sure that ADK doesn't save the AK going to the next round as well. That's very, very important because, Bruce could have a hero AK and it's the USPs, just try and crunch and that's it.
No Rooster. Have to call out the full eco. And John are going to know that 100%. So expect a bit of a slower round. as they just default their way, try and find the info, look for a potential stack. Could it be pushing mid? Could it be stacking ramp?
Gotta be careful though, because they got some 5.7s on them as well, and a Deagle and a P250. Because I know USPs are naturally weak, not quick fire rate, but the 5.7s though, I mean, we saw it earlier where 80k had a Galil and an AK available to him courtesy of TJP on tickets. So you gotta be careful though, despite, the pistol round. The 5.7s are quite scary if they get a headshot. But overall, John's performed very, very well at the moment. Like, they've performed beyond expectations. They're beating Rooster, not by shootouts, but by good trading as well. I mean, Falcon's trade earlier at Ticket was really good.
There you go, AK dropped. And the bomb's been left as well. So that's going to send some alarm bells ringing quietly in the back of John's mind. So Valiant does find one motion out on B side, also finding some max M frags. That's going to boost his economy, that's going to boost his bank balance. And despite losing first blood, John still not going to look like they're in too much trouble. They grab the bomb, they plant an A once again, and it will be a 3-0 start for the Pug side. And I've got to say, Josh, as you said, they are looking good so far. The pressure is not showing yet. I think if Rooster do, up the ante a bit, up the pressure, start winning rounds, then you're going to see the freedom from John start to calm down a bit. But as of right now, what we do know is John are coming out hot on their map pick. And I think this is a map that they do need to win. If they don't pick up this one, they're going on to Inferno, which is a super strong map for Rooster.
I'm gonna say overall, with John at the moment as well, like Falcon's being very good on the rear guard. Hugh's been really good on the rear guard as well. They're preempting movements and save calls and stuff like that by Rooster. Like Chelios is trying to get out to T spawn because it's the highest, save rate to try and put that AK into the next round. But they were unable to. John was just sitting there, Falcon was sitting there waiting for them effectively as well. Falcon just forced out. 80k with the utility in hand. I think he's seen a player Ticket. Gonna throw a HE down towards Ticket. Chelios goes down to Motion. IGL to IGL. Both IGLs are AWPers. DJP forced out. Now, this is one of Rooster's weaker sides currently, so they're not really strong on that CT side.
That's a big pick, though. ADK finding Falcon lurking in B-apps. That's going to ease the pressure, and the bomb's going to start making its way towards A. No surprise there. It's the only site that John have planted on so far. But Rooster have adjusted their setup a little bit. They got ASAP up close under Palace. They do have 2 Molotovs on their side, John, to get him out of there. And the smoke's going to come down towards Connector as well. So here we go. AXX coming in imminently. PJP trying to jump shot. Needs to be careful. He's going to get a haircut from the AWP. His motion is now out on Tetris. ASAP peaks without being Molotov. An aggressive play pays off. TJP now trying to play above the smoke. And this is a good round from Rooster.
Oh, great work from ADK as well. He's just adjusting all on the B site. And that's like the ideal situation for Rooster. They lose Chelios early, but they go 5 for none. They take out the entire team without taking anyone down. Like, they don't lose any players, sorry.
And I think Rooster just know. As soon as Falcon drops, they know it's probably not going B, because that's the Lurker. The Lurker's not going to be trying to entry on the side. So they kill Falcon, they find him in apps, and then it's pretty much info right there and then. And ASAP was ready, an aggressive feed. Got to say, if that goes wrong, the round could have ended very, very differently, but he gets it done.
I also agree with you as well. Like, 80k is allowed to move, and he moves to short to deny that connect access for Valhalla as well. So that's even more important getting that pick by Falcon. Also, gotta say as well, John, they can play these slow rounds as well. So they can play it slowly. They can, cook them slowly as well if they need to. I saw it against Mindfreaks. I casted them against Mindfreak as well, John. They can play it around slow. They can play it quick. So, you can't be really fooled by this supposed pickup team in, John.
The only issue they're going to run into in this round is the lack of util. I mean, they've got over a minute left still. They've only got 2 flashes, 1 smoke, 1 Molotov. So they're going to need to find a pick somewhere, potentially catch ADK jump spot and apps. Here it comes.
Yeah, going for it. And ADK's just seen it. ASAP's got the first to cover. So check short though. Not sure, but ADK does guard him on the other end. I think rotate might be called. Good 1-2 punch from. Oh, jeez, this is a really good 1-2 hold from Rooster. They just go 1-2 punch. Hit. Jab your left, hook of your right, and Q does take down ADK rotating. Oh, not rotating. Sorry, at Van, but doesn't really matter anyway. But that was a very good 1-2 punch hold from Rooster. Both ASAP and ADK working with each other incredibly well.
Yeah, and once again, 4 players staying alive for Rooster is just going to give them that comfort now of being more aggressive. They have the money on their side, so they're coming back with a full buy even if they do lose the round. And now John will be finding their first Felico of the series so far. And Rooster, I mean, I'd be shocked if they don't tie this up at 3-3. Chaos gets unfortunate with a leg shot. Nettik's going to find one, and it's all kicking off in mid. All big teeth, but no bite from John right now. The blocks are firing away, but the damage just is not there.
Anything else connected with that third shot there? Also enjoyed that
music kit as well, by the way.
Yeah, I like that music kit to be honest. It's the best music score from that Halo series.
My favourite music kit is the Taco Van one. Is that what it's called?
I'm not sure actually, but I like the Halo Master Chief one.
I'm a big Halo fan. I'm a Halo 2. I was a Halo 2 fan as a young kid, so Halo will always have a place in my heart.
What was that? What was that new one that adds to the music box? It's like super loud. I forget his name. Like,
I have no idea.
I don't know how it sounds like, but it jump scares me half the time because the eyes really really loud always jump scares me because like ridiculously loud compared to my game sounds.
I'm sure someone in chat will know the music kit that I like. I think it's called Taco Truck or something. If someone's getting that, if someone's repping that in this game, then I'm rooting for them. I'm sorry.
Yep. Sorry. Now John is calling a tech boss to just change all the music kits to that since they just heard
it. There you go.
ASAP in the ladder room. Who does he see ASAP? I reckon Hugh should win this duel. He sees the elbow. Oh, does he see the elbow? No. We get a bit of help from X-Ray. Enough to get a little bit of blockage. Oh, Hugh wasn't paying attention. He's actually looking towards short. He's caught out that Valhalla should trade. Oh, Valhalla. No, he doesn't. Oh, the ladder has tricked Valhalla there. Oh, that's Valiant at least gets a trade on nettik, but 4 alive once again.
Yeah, and that money's going to keep building. You got 2 players over 10k now.
Valhalla's going to be kicking himself though. He really should have taken that kill on ASAP, but ASAP going down the ladder just stuffed his aim up so much because he's still like aiming to the top of the ladder. And ASAP, even though you get ladder aim, which is horrible to aim on, he still took out Valhalla there, which is impressive.
If you have an automatic rifle, you just hold mouse 1 at that point, and you just hope for the best. Chelios once again asserted his dominance in mid, as nettik will also swing once again from Con. I'm loving this synergy in mid, Josh. It's proving really, really well. They finally got the weapons in hand, and they haven't lost the early duels in mid. And TJP now, confidence is brewing.
It's not just the 2 players in mid in particular as well. It's the flashes from ASAP and ADK. Oh, great trading from ASAP there. Almost night instant on Valhalla. I didn't even get a chance to do anything. Oh, they dropped the orb there, but ASAP's on 16 grand anyway, so it doesn't really matter. If you didn't see that, ASAP's on 16,000 on max money. And that just shows how strong.
Already.
That just shows how strong the economy is for Rooster at the moment, because it's going to be a problem with John. They need to break Rooster's economy.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, like, it has to be on this gun round or next gun round, otherwise Rooster's gonna run away with the half at this stage.
And what doesn't get spoken about enough is the fact that when you are up against a CG side that have this much freedom, it's no good as a T side winning a 1v1 and winning the round, because they're going to have the better buy once again, and you're pretty much back in the same spot where you have the lesser buy going into the next round, and it's just a downward spiral from there. You need to win a round comfortably, and this is the problem that a lot of pug sides just run into. You rely on defaulting, you rely on finding the stray player for a pick, and you just slowly whittle down the CT side instead of executing and winning off team play.
Yep. Also, as well, like, Chelios went down early, actually, trying to take an early draw, I believe, towards A main. Now Falcon, just lurking around towards unders. They don't have middle control, so nettik's just waiting for him, but ooh, the shoulder peek. Falcon just snipes out nettik. ASAP coming on short. TJP on connector. Falcon doesn't expect the second player to be there, but at least this gives them the opening to operate onto A, because they know that the A player on site is now off-site the connector. TJP, they flash it. TJP, very aggressive, but fortunately motion to cover from A main, and that bomb will get planted. ASAP coming from stairs. A 2v4 retake, and Rooster seemingly might be going for this.
Everyone's screen is white on A site, but the bomb does still go down. John have hit the brakes, and they're going to get punished. ASAP pushing out the site with absolute freedom. They find two. This is in a 2v2 situation. Now it's very winnable. Motion peaks from ramp. Does find the first kill. ADK's going to tap. He's not going to stick. He's waiting for the peak, and motion peaks at the perfect time. John, hang on. That was a close 4v2. It shouldn't have been that easy for Rooster to get into the site. But all that being said, John do find a round back on their side of the scoreboard. But as I said at the start of that round, Rooster are going to come back with a full buy, arguably a better buy. It's not going to be full util out for John, but it's not far off, to be fair.
I gotta say, great timing by motion there. Not only did motion like leave a certain amount of time for, like, you know, in most scenarios, basically Valiance would have peaked that, and that's it. But then motion re-peaked Dango after waiting, you know, 3 or 4 seconds. So ADK would switch to the top of Palace, and it would catch ADK off guard. And that's a very, very good, you know, 2v1 opportunity there. Is think what ADK is thinking, because he doesn't know anyone's in Palace. He knows someone's at A main, but you have to check Palace regardless and catch him on that off angle. And ASAP was very close taking out motion. If ASAP wins that duel, Rooster have got that round, because Valiance can't cover that bomb. But it all started with that Falcon, you know, unders lurk play there, forced TJP off-site, even though TJP did get the trade, it was forced off-site.
Oh, a full white screen's not going to help nettik as Falcon gets a freebie. Forget buy one, get one free. It's get one free. Or get 2 free, whatever you want to say. I don't know where I'm going with this, but Q is out on A-side. 5 minutes to 3. And once again, Chelios just left deep in CT, having to hold in spawn. They are just flushed out of this A side. John asserting dominance on A once again. And that's a clean sweep. A 5 versus 0 enter the round, and it's tied at 5 apiece.
Yeah, you gotta say good round there from John to go onto the A site. They were actually very, very hesitant about going onto the A site, because they only found 2 players, so expecting that 3rd player. Like I say, Rooster as well gave away too many sound cues. I mean, Chelios gave a burning damage. So did I think it was wasn't TJP actually, but it was 2 players gave away burning damage there. And John just realized, wait a second, if they're trying to get onto the site, it means nobody's on the site, so they knew they could plant right away. And they already knew where 2 players were, so 1 ticket, 1 jungle. So I gotta say, Rooster, gotta be very careful and not giving away sound cues. And also, great flash, you know, for John as well, for Falcon as well, into that connector area. Like, nettik had just no chance. Just Valhalla and motion just chilling at the moment. I think motion seeing the inkling of their helmet. Ooh, tries to go for the 1% chance there. ADK is doing a very, very wide jump peak. It's a 5v5. Chelios sees the helmet, goes to the flick, misses. Has to drop back to A main. Has to rely on his rifler, probably in jungle. But he's actually in Tetris. Val just checking out jungle. They've actually split the side apart, which is pretty huge for John. Valhalla's going to call out, hey, there's nobody in middle. ASAP waiting on short, waiting for players to go across. Spots the player into the bench being Falcon. Falcon takes a bit of damage. And I should be able to hit A here. Pushing through A main. Missed all shot from Chelios again. Falcon pushing. Chelios trying to go for A main. Motion takes down ASAP, and that's going to... CJP, that's going to end around there. Now Valhalla should be able to take out some players trying to save. Chelios does go down. However, the AWP does drop straight away to nettik. They're going to try and save this nettik at market. Jumping back on towards Van, just checking marker once again, making sure he doesn't get taken out as he tries to cross over. Peeks from Hugh. Hugh goes down. I gotta say, John will be coming up from behind most likely, but 80k swings expecting the challenge from TV.
I think they're going to get the save through.
Not
They are
sure.
going to try and pinch, but I don't think the time's there for them. They are pretty deep in TV, and it doesn't look like Motion's intending to push anytime soon. He's got 6.8k, yeah.
Falcon push though. Falcon thought he was an opportunity there. I was gonna say, I think they heard Falcon from a mile away, given how fast he was moving on that minimap. I guess overall they've got this. They're forced up. To be fair, it's a pretty decent force. I mean, like you get the AK, got the M4, got the 5.7. Decent force buy, to be honest. Like 5.7 can be strong as a rifle. Like I say, Rooster on the back foot now. John take the lead once again with another 3-round volley. Deep nade might do a bit of damage. Falcon's going to push it, actually. Quick Molotov. He's going to charge in. 80k trying to hold it for Mars. Now, Hugh, they check short. They don't actually check 80k on site. They know 80k was on site. And 80k was going to get a bit of a freebie here. Valhalla trying to find 80k. 80k's actually got spotted 2 players as well. He's lost Chelios on the rotate. TJP's picked up the AWP. Tries to nail the elbows, but is unable to. Gives information to 80k. Nettik backs up. And this early execute, I gotta say, Falcon, good heads-up play on trying to pressure TJ up on 80k, but the players just didn't follow up. And nettik makes it 6 to Rooster. I just gotta say in that scenario there, is that when Falcon makes that play to 80k, and they don't take care of 80k, and Hugh's looking down short, I mean, that's where the play fell apart. You have to get rid of 80k out of the site, otherwise it's just gonna be 6-6 to Rooster, and complete clean out there. Because I just gotta say, like, you know, if they have no 80k on site, I think John would be able to secure that site a lot quickly. Yeah. Yeah, 6 apiece, like I say, for John is very decent. Now, okay. Now for Valhalla, just looking at the moment. Mission been thrown in, trying to make a very aggressive play. They take it down Valhalla, and that's a lot of pressure actually on A side. And they're just getting, they've actually forced John away. All the Molotovs, in fact, there was like about 10 sets of utility thrown into that side. There's like a lot of flashes, a lot of smokes. And Rooster somehow just told John, hey, you're going to go into B instead, because they're not enjoying this. Now, nettik looking towards connect, but TJP actually takes care of it. TJP aggressing from ticket, and looks like they're going to go towards B instead. 80k can be boosted up in towards the balcony area. Will they check it? That's the main thing. And 80k's actually got a strong angle here, so you can also check short as well. And now John's been very hesitant here. They've actually been rattled here, given the fact that the connector push did not work at all. Like, the connector push did not work at all. They got taken out. They lost 2 players there, mainly due to TJP aggressing onto site. But now, they're just going to save it there. There's really no real execute they can do. Just basically locked out. And I think it's just all because of that connector crunch.
And forced to save. They knew they didn't have a chance around. And once again, it was just a lack of util on their side. Even if they was to go for it, their dry peeking, all these angles that they need to check. It's not the best recipe for success, to say the least. And John, well, I mean, even if they go onto the CT side with 6 rounds here, they're still in a winnable spot, you know?
Definitely. I'll also say as well, like, they just didn't expect the amount of counter util onto the A site. I mean, the A site was, I think at least 13, 14 different grenades onto that A site. There was like 4 different mollies, at least 2 to 3 different smokes. And John just seemed so rattled that they just like, okay, we're not going to the site because like this feels like there's a lot of Rooster players here. And I gotta say, then they just got caught in some hesitation, some analysis paralysis, as they say, where they were trying to be like, oh, should we go B, should we go A? And this time ran out on them, basically.
That's a beautiful pick, though, from Motion. Across or over the smoke in con, and that's going to actually put a lot of pressure on this A site now. It's 3 players over the top-hand side of the minimap, and that's all towards B. So if Valiants can find a pick here somehow, then it's pretty much John's round in the bag. ASAP getting aggressive mid. Valhalla whiffs a freebie. He lets ASAP live, and now this round is completely flipped on its head. It's a blunder. They've given up the queen for free with no trade in sight. Motion trying to get an aggressive play in towards stairs. He's tried to peek, shorts peek, and he's getting peeked from 3 different angles. And that's not going to turn out any good. 8-6 now for Rooster. John, I'm going to have barely any money to come back in the last round of the half. It's going to be Tech 9s, maybe Mac 10s, Galils, but it's not what you want.
Scary thing is that TJP got all 3 kills to prevent that site opening. All 3 of them. I'll say Rooster. I can say Rooster 8 rounds is pretty good for them actually. Given the fact their specialities on that T side. And you'll see it when TJP comes in as well. Like I say, John, they've put up a very decent performance on Mirage so far. They've definitely made Rooster think. Rooster showing a lot more respect than they may have given a bit earlier. Valhalla's got opening on nettik now. TJP's under a bit of pressure, but he does take down Valhalla, but it's just a 1-for-1. Now Chelios, they've jumped over the smoke. They've got a re-smoke as well. Falcon does take down ASAP. Chelios hits Falcon. Now it's going to be a 3v3 on the retake. Now TJP's trying to look for any information. He's heavily tagged. Oh, that's unfortunate. Doesn't take down Valiance, but heavily tags him up. But that's not going to help Chelios out at all.
Only problem is DefCam showed 2 players pushing CT, so that's vital information now. They know both players are towards CT, and all they have to do is just stick, and the other player holds. They've only got a Tech 9 and M4. The wire is getting close to detonation. They're trying to tap. The Tech 9's missing. Chelios is going to stick. And we get the orchestra. All right, folks.
We'll be back.
We will be back after a very short commercial break. Stay tuned for half number 2 of map number 1.
Let's risk it all.
Welcome back, guys, to the IEM close qualifier between Rooster and John. First map of the BO3 on Mirage. And a few technical issues, as you may have noticed or may have heard. But
We've got
everything has all
music
been...
kits, we've got webcam mics, we've got it all, Josh. We've got it all.
You know the best part about the music kits is the Halo
Go on.
soundtrack, okay? Every time whoever's got the Halo soundtrack, you know, I'm going to cheer for them to win, okay? You can have your taco truck, but I prefer the Halo
Taco
magic.
truck. Okay, well, we can battle it out. We can do a dance off or something on the server at some point.
Definitely. But I gotta say, talking about Rooster though, Rooster just pulled a, you know, all by a GL, just like Jane. And you know how the meme goes, is just rush B? That's exactly what they've done. But that's a 2v2. It's a high pressure scenario here. Motion in a very tough situation, given the fact he's on 15 HP, one Glock bullet without permission, and...
There it is.
Nettik, you are the greatest player, okay? You've got great music kit, great aim, and this will probably be on a frag movie of his at one point. With the pistol round to end it there, making it 10 for Rooster.
Yeah, that's what he needs. His next frag movie just needs to be the Halo Endgame. Backtrack to it. That's all it needs, and it's perfect.
I gotta say, like, you know, quick XP like that, I'm a bit surprised Rooster did that as well. Because they're like, you know, they did the, you know, blank approach, you know, fake B, hit A. But Rooster just did the rush B, and that would have caught John off guard, because John would be like, nah, Rooster wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do a simple strategy like that. They're both catching each other off guard at the moment.
But that's the thing, like, when you are a solid team, you can catch the pug team off guard, because they're going to be expecting you to play super structured, so you can mix it up every now and then and just throw a rush at them. And this is a solid round, actually, from John. Let's hold the phone. Because ASAP's 20... Yeah, great round from you. But ASAP is not down and out yet. He's down for the count, but is it going to be a 10 count? That's the question. He's got 56 seconds left. He's got to pick up the bomb. I think it's been dropped under Palace. I don't think it's in Palace. Oh no, it's just on the
just on the lip. Just get the numbers dialed in it. If you lose a round, you get the $800, so it's a good play there. Motion should be able to win this. Perfect.
That's the most optimal outcome really for John. After losing the pistol on CT side, it's always a bit of a concern because you should realistically be looking at an 0-3 scoreline coming into the half, but they bounce back. They find the scout and deagles, CZs, everything, the kitchen sink, you name it. They got it done. 10-7. And do I dare say, is it going to be a classic Mirage overtime?
Could be, could be. Like I say, Hugh made that round happen. Hugh got 3 kills with a scout. He also got a lot of tags with a scout as well. I think Hugh did about 300 points of damage with that scout that round. Incredible performance from Hugh there. And he's made that 7th round happen for John against the run of play. It was seemingly looking like that Rooster were going to get that 11th round on the board and potentially open up that lead. Now, I've got to say, the only downside for John is that they let that ASAP planted in that 1v2. That means that, you know, Rooster will probably force buy, and John's probably being like, you know, hey guys, they're going to force buy. We know what Rooster does best is just they go the unexpected.
Let's see what Rooster bring to the table here. They're fully committed to this one. They have the man advantage as the B player was found. Bomb actually is going to be heading towards B. This is going to be BXX, probably a B split. You're going to have the 2 players, ASAP and Chelios, just lurk towards mid and late take short, whilst you have the 3 other players hit out of apps. And they're going to be running into the solo Falcon, who has been finding some solo kills winning some nice 1v1 duels throughout this game so far, but he's going to have to win about 3 more.
Yeah, also as well, he's got to try and protect that gun, because that's going to be a gun given away to the CTs, basically, which is a Galil. Val grabs one, but DJP trades out, and Valhalla, they know he's on site somewhere, and he's been taken out by ASAP, and basically Rooster have gone in with 2-1. The thing I was trying to say as well is that they had to protect that gun in apps. Like, where Valiant started was a really horrible position, because not only did Falcon have to defend that, pretty much one flush and they're able to recover a Galil, and that's on TJP, and TJP uses it to enter the site.
The only criticism of that is they need to decide, look, do they want to commit to protecting the weapon? Or do they just say, you know what, give it, you just concede the weapon and you play safer? But playing Van and kind of doing a bit of both is just not the play in that situation, in my opinion. I think you either need to commit and get control of apps, do a deep app smoke, maybe a deep molly, and put the pressure on and not allow Rooster to get so much space. But they get punished for it, and now they're back to square one, basically. It's going to be Deagles, I imagine, out of Valiance. It's actually going to be a 4-spy. They have just enough to get a few M4s out. Oh, yeah, they're going for it. They're going for it.
I reckon given the fact that Hugh and Motion have worked very well to scout, I'm surprised that Hugh hasn't gone to scout again, to be honest, given these previous 4-spy. You know, why not go for it? Because, like, they've done really well with these 4-spies. They're giving Rooster a bit of their own medicine. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. I think they may have heard Hugh burning or something like that, because Hugh took a bit of damage before he was sprayed, or TJP heard him being sprayed. Great work by Falcon. They dodged all the bullets, but his trade from John has been very strong as well. It's a 2 for 2 so far. They lose the A site, but I gotta say, these trades are looking pretty good because they can pick up some weapons now. Motion can chuck away a scout if he wants to and pick up a rifle. But I guess the Orpod does want to stay with the scout.
Rooster playing is perfect. Completely countering the fact they don't know it, but John has no kit. And when you're playing this safe, you're playing Ninja, you're playing Palace. You're pretty much allowing nettik to just free roam and try and find some picks and some info. It makes the round pretty much impossible for John to win. And they know that, so they will save. And they're going to keep the M4s. And I wonder what they do with it this round. Do they commit to make it a stronghold in mid with the rifles? Or do they send them B? Do they send them A? I'd imagine they play together. But I could be proven wrong otherwise.
They actually picked up the kit. Hugh had the kit in under, so they picked up that as well as the M4.
Yeah, so $400 saved. Well, I mean, the money's not really there for them, so that kit could prove very vital, Josh. It's a good point to mention.
Also, gotta say, a bit, as I said before, a bit surprised that Hugh didn't pick up the scout that round. You know, after the last 4-spy, they actually absolutely nailed it. But I'm gonna say, Rooster may have read this play wrong, given the NAC 10 was put up on Chile. I was expecting a farm round. But they could be running into 2 M4s. Well, they do know that, actually, so I guess they're expected to even farm against those M4s. Rooster, pretty decent on that T side. You know, very good T side Inferno to showed on ESL Pro League last time. Still got a slight lead over John. And I gotta say, for John, every round lost now from now on is basically double. Like, you just, if you lose 1 round, you lose 2.
Absolutely. And there we go. Could that be the entry that they need for B site? Rotations aren't going to go. I think they just have to gamble stack here, commit with the M4s. And they're both towards Palace. They're both playing under. Do they read it, though? Valhalla's burning. The trigger discipline from Motion right now. He's going to get a teammate killed, but discipline in the position to win the round. It's a 1v1. The last player, he knows he's apps because he got the Mac 10 kill on B and he's 11 HP. Perfect trigger discipline from Motion. The 2000 IQ play could win his team the round. 20 seconds left. He's hearing the steps as well, Josh. Is he going to turn towards CT at the perfect time? Chelios is going to peek, but he hasn't got the time to hold. Motion from nothing into something. 12-8, and John are still just alive and kicking.
Gonna say, great putting the second player in the shadow. Really, really good work as well, having that second player go ultra aggressive as well. And they don't check shadow again. They don't expect the second player to be there in motion. Not only does he prevent the planting of the bomb, he also delays his peek in towards Ticket. You notice he's still stood there for about 5 seconds. So he knows that Chelios can only check for half a second. So he can catch Chelios on those 3 or 4 other seconds that he can't, see him. I've got to say that easy farm round, as I said early, didn't look good.
The reason why I think they did that is for that specific reason. They bait the one, they allow the second to get a few frags, but I don't think they expected it to go that well in this round. It's an early 1-for-1 trade, 80k dropping. They have Chelios on the AWP in apps on low HP again. If you have the AWP, it's not that big of a deal, but if he eats another HE, he's going to be dead. Valiant's with a crucial fight towards mid. That's going to ease the pressure off of John. And now they can start focusing their attention towards the A site as the exec is coming out.
A lot of flashes going out as well. They're trying to push through the smoke potentially as well. And Rooster, I gotta say, they're really trusting that they're not pushing these smokes almost immediately. Motion trying to get an angle. And they tag TJP. They do take down nettik, but that's a bomb drop. I don't think they realize that TJP is still at Nectar. But Motion, jeez. Dropping off Ticket.
This guy's come to play, Josh. He is not messing around. This guy is clicking on bodies right now. And that's exactly what you want to do as the AWPer. 12-9.
A falling down headshot on TJP. Oh.
Now look, Rooster are now kind of in the same situation that John are in towards the end of the first half. You got the Tech 9s out, the money's not really there for you to invest anymore. The loss bonus is going to start building.
Given the spawns B, I reckon. They've got 3 spawns that are pretty good for B.
Are they going to get early mollies towards apps? No. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
I gotta say, Bruce has slowed it down, fortunately, for John.
Yeah. That's why I said oh dear, because they had the perfect opportunity to really push. And here they go. Molotov will come out. HGs aren't going to do much damage. TJP out on site, holding W key, finding 1, but Valiant's from short is finding 2. He's done the next best thing, and now B site is there for the taking, but they can't seem to hold on as Valhalla is still alive from short, and he gets the ace.
Oh, no, not yet. Valiant and Valhalla are the same. Valiant snuck one in from market.
My bad.
Sneaky.
I'll rewind.
You know what? They should, just have Val and then Valia or something like that.
It's the V's, Josh. I told you it's the V's.
But yeah, Valiant snuck one in from market. So 4K, very good hold from Valhalla, actually. Like, short's a very horrible position to hold from, especially when they're all coming out of apps after your site player dies. And John's made it 10 on the board. They're on double digits. And Rooster have got not the greatest of buys, a bunch of Galils and AKs. Like I say, John, the money is alright. They just need to win around convincingly here, and they will have money.
I like the call. Rooster actually, like, it's funny. I call this a waterfall. In UK, I don't know if this is like a global thing, but in UK Counter-Strike, we call this a waterfall because you just waterfall out one after the other out of apps. And it's a really puggy play. Like, you don't see it in Team CS a lot because it's just a one and done play. As Valiant gets dinked by the Galil, but manages to find a kill. And, well, it's a perfect time to call it because it's the one player towards A playing really far back in Ticket. Insights were taken, but Hugh swings for 2. It's a 3 versus 2 now. Retake A has to be done. HG's going to be well timed. 9 HP onto ASAP. He gets himself into CT. But kits on all these players. It's going to be tough for Rooster to hold on, I'd say.
I'll check this flank coming in from short. Oh, unfortunately, great aim from Valken there. And that should be the round over. I don't think ASAP can really get back onto this. He's trying to be sneaky.
The only way they win the round there is if he just doesn't pull the trigger. He waits. If Chelios just holds his trigger, pretty much exactly what happened on the A site. I believe it was Motion at the time who just held his nerve. But Yeah, tough one to win. And John are proving a tough egg to crack right now, as they are not willing to tap out. As they're one round away from tying this one up at 12-12, and it's anyone's map.
I'm going to say Falcon, once again, great on the weary guard. He basically one-tapped Chelios. And that was crucial one-tap as well, because Chelios would have lined them all up, quick 2k, make that retake a bit easier, or that hold easier for ASAP. Of course, you're going to make it hard. Once again, Rooster get the bomb planted, and they're probably going to force, they will buy into this. Like I say, Hughes being really strong with that M4A1S. Very strong with all weapons. TJP was a trade, but Motion's able to trade out just like that. And I think this round's over. Even if they do win the A, it's the Ninja player, Valiance, that's going to win it for them. Because they're not going to clear Ninja. Valiance has heard everything, so he's got all the information.
Every time Motion clicks, it's just a kill. And it's one-way traffic for him right now. Look at the guy. He's not missing, Josh. How do you stop this?
Well, it turns out that, if the target gets big enough, it's pretty hard to miss at that stage for Motion. But yeah, he's absolutely nailing kids. I mean, in that duel was a 2-for-1 trade, and Motion got both kills as well. And he ties it up at 12-12. And I'm going to say Motion has been a catalyst, I'm going to say, for this comeback. Not only does he get that, kill to stop the bomb plant and end the round for Rooster there, he also gets 3 AWP kills on this end side as well. And also, in all those clutch situations, in those 1v1s or 1v2s, he's been really cool as a cucumber, basically. Like, doing unpredictable plays, really playing on the timings of Rooster. TJP's had enough. He just wants to just charge in with the hero AK, and he gets the initial kill that he wants. Can he get a bit more? Valhalla, though, he's just trying to make sure that bomb plant doesn't go down, but 80k at the 1 dig. That's what he's known for. Rooster putting a lot of pressure.
Chelios again, look at this. Really late coming from underpass. He's going to be checked on that mini-map as Chelios is actually going to get the kill. And now it's very winnable. Both players trapped in CT and Rooster know it.
First miss for Motion. And TJP is just going to maul him down. And Rooster, against the run of play of that hero AK on TJP, put 13 on the board. And I gotta say that Lake Chelios Lurk, as he said, he's lost those 2 duels last time. He wins this one. Round turns over towards Rooster.
And a really important one as well. They don't win that round. It's a pretty rough buy. It's a decent buy, but you win the round, it's a very good buy. Chelios finding the one-tap with the dig. And pretty much wins his side the round, all in all. As they're going to send some players towards, or one player, in fact, towards underpass. Now they're trapped. Valiant's 30 HP. He's going to have to do a lot from here. He's going to get killed. ASAP finds 2. Having a brilliant round. And now nettik, it's all on A once again. And as you said, Rooster have had enough at this point. They're not here for fun and games, but neither's Motion. As he's clicking and he's firing and he is accurate.
I was going to say that, unfortunately for Valiant, it's all great work for Valhalla there. Valiance was just seeded. Valhalla's done it again, taking down ASAP from behind. Now it's just Chelios left. Chelios has to go on the buddy hop, hope for a shot. And John strike back very quickly there, making it 13-13. I'm going to say overall, Rooster may need to have to change up their play here, because John is basically playing to counter that late lurk from unders now. Because that's been the issue, is that Rooster trying to do his late lurk. It didn't work at first, and when it started working, John have now started to try and play counters towards it. And then now Rooster, I think, they try these rush plays, and John have adjusted adequately as well. I'm gonna say Motion as well, like him getting 2 kills that round was huge compared to the other round where he got no kills. He got taken out very early on. And he's on 26 kills currently. Motion going straight up towards middle, waiting for the flash to come in. Very aggressive angle, actually. Motion's going to be careful here, because he's going to actually have to drop back to the site. Because he should easily get caught out in the open here in middle.
Really passive round from Rooster. It's kind of catching John off guard. They're trying to look under, they're trying to look apps, they're trying to look ramp. They just can't see any players right now. Rooster allowing John to kind of like out-dupe themselves in a way right now. ASAP waiting for a push. He's not getting one. But look at the util that are still on the side of Rooster. They've not really used any. And John have pretty much used all of it. One Molotov left, and that's about it to stop a push. Same play at Falcon, or Valiant, excuse me, has the smoke. He's going to use it now, and here we go. I don't think it's going to be a commit, though. It's not. One kill found, and yeah, John know it's a fake. Rooster are now going to work their way towards A. They've got all of mid to play with. Rotations coming in. This is anyone's round.
Yeah, Valhalla from Sandwich, if he gets the kill here, could win the round here. Is he going to aggress or not? 80k has been flashed. 80k takes the wrong angle. You guys won Valhalla, should grab the second from Sandwich. And that is going to be the round unless Chelios can get something going. But unlikely here. Doesn't have the bomb with him. Bombs dropped that bench on A. And that's going to be 14 for John. And John, given the fact... Oh,
He doesn't want to die after time, though.
yeah, do they check unders? Chelios although don't. Valhalla just does a little peek in, doesn't see him.
Chelios made a deal with the devil right there on stream in 4K. He looked like he was about to jump and check him, but some evil voice in his head said, "Don't do it."
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is gonna be a force buy here from Rooster. They've got to force the next 2 rounds. This doesn't matter at this stage because you don't want you can't equal at this point because you're giving John 15 and that's 2 map points. You have to force buy now. I'm gonna say Rooster are generally pretty decent on Mirage and John are having some really good CT side at the moment, and that's on the back of motion on that CT side. You know, back of the AWP, able to keep control. And he's trying to open up the angle. We've seen the elbow of TJP, but I think they've heard the scope noise as well, so Motion is just going to back out because TJP stopped moving the instant Motion put that second scope on.
I don't like the body language coming out of Roosters. I will be honest. Like, they kind of seem to be out of ideas. They've done the default just like they did in the last round, and John are basically playing exactly the same as they did last round. And if it all pans out the same way, well, we know who's going to win the round. Motion waiting for a Palace peak, but the 3 players are going to be towards ramp. And here we go. Cheddar's got a money out CT. All 4 players that are on the A site are pretty much out. Palace is holding stairs. They've got the lurk towards underpass. That's going to be TJP this time, but still yet to get on the site. Falcon's not even rotated yet.
This is doing a late push. Did they know the balance is on the site? Chelios will get the plant down, and now they don't realize that Chelios was. They thought the bomb was planted behind Triple, but it wasn't. And Chelios gets the bomb planted and is able to take down Valiance.
Yeah, John weren't convinced. John were not convinced. Falcon was just sitting in apps the whole time that Rooster ran out onto A. I'm not sure if there was just some incorrect info being given from Valiance on site or something, but there must have been a reason why Falcon was so late to rotate.
Falcon go for the not for a retake, but doing a lot of damage to Rooster.
Yeah. Keeping them in check because this is exactly the point I made at the mid interval of the first half was. If you win 1v1s and you've not been winning rounds, you finally win a round, it's a 1v1, you end up with a buy like this. It's Galils, it's a lack of util, it's no head armor if you want the AKs out. And John, with the success that they've had on the back of Motion and Valiance over on A, they have a fair amount of money to play with despite the round loss. Valiance still has a full buy to come out. Valhalla is being dropped. Yeah, they're going to be good here.
I wonder if they're going to throw a Molotov to Firebox now and Ninja those areas. Yeah, that Valiance has played there twice now. And it's caused a bit of commotion.
Even little things like that, it stops the execute by at least 3 or 4 seconds, you know, and 3 and 4 seconds in the late round where Rooster have been consistently executing, you know, 3 and 4 seconds is a lot of time when there's 20 seconds left on the clock.
nettik, just waiting for an unders push. Maybe a force buy from John. John can't lose this round, otherwise they have nothing.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very rough scenario.
Oh,
that's a bit of a horror grenade there.
That's an NA grenade, that is.
Yeah, definitely an NA grenade. Ace, I'm not going to be too happy with that, but he's got 27 kills himself. Ace has been surprisingly consistent today, as per usual. we could see one of these players getting the 30 bomb. I like this. I
Respect
like
to
both.
Rooster, because they are just not budging at all. They are really committed to this slow play. It hasn't worked. It has worked, but this is where they feel they have the edge. Can they just get it done? Ooh, a double peak from Con. It's going to get a 1-for-1 trade. It's actually going to benefit probably the CTs rarely, because they've got 3 versus 3 over on this A site now. 2 players coming out of ramp, 1 out of Palace. Chedivs is going to be the first one to initiate contact. And it feels the same as last round. They're out of the A site. Smoke's down. Valence is going to get the kill, though. And now Valhalla has basically 2 things to look at. He has Palace and Con to be aware of. nettik sticks his head up at the perfect time. Valhalla gets time to perfection. And that is a disaster for John.
I knew it was coming, John.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, we got Falcon? Oh, okay. I was going to say, we got Falcon. He could have this, okay? But nah, Falcon just picked apart, dispatched. And it'd be 15 for Rooster.
They're going to have to find a round like they did on the second round. You know, when they lost the pistol, they came back and won with the Scouts, the Eagles, CZ. They're going to need that again now, Josh. Otherwise, this one is going towards Rooster, and they're going to be going on to their map pick with a 1-0 lead.
I reckon we could go to OT here. I do rate Hugh with that scout. Like, I do rate him with that scout. I reckon this could go to OT. Got 3 kills the previous round. Rooster got full AKs at this stage. Could go to OT here.
Any gun
TJ,
with a scope, Motion's your guy.
I mean, you know, against the Force Spy previously, you got 3 kills and 72 damage as well. That's scouts and over 30
that's
damage.
true. That's true.
That's why I'm saying you got Hugh on that scout. You know, if you can replicate that form you had previously, could go to OT. Rooster, however, they're playing this slow play now. And I got to say, like, people are going to be talking, be like, John is, you know, how is Rooster losing to John? John's able to play the slow play too. Like, both can play the fast dance and the slow dance. It's really being decided by, like, important duels, like 1v1 duels at connector, spotting that late lurk, for example. I mean, Valhalla was ready for that late lurk. It's just nettik timing him so hard where he just looked back to the site just as nettik pushed. You know, it's just been little 1% moments like that. It hasn't been any dominance or anything like
it's
that.
not been as decisive as you'd think it would be when you weigh up the fact that Rooster are going to Pro League in a couple of weeks. And this is a pub team.
TJP taking out Motion. That's one of the scouts down. Falcon just hoping to get a 2-tap. Great flash, actually, supporting flash, but TJP wasn't affected too much and is able to lock down Falcon. And I gotta say, this is where the scout just becomes useless as Hugh goes down. The scout's great before the bomb's planted, but once the bomb's planted, it's pretty dreary, and this is looking very dreary at the moment.
Yeah, you're not retaking a site with a scout, that's for sure.
Yep. And Chelios makes it 16. Rooster win a close one, 16-14. And I've got to say, Rooster, I think they're just wiping the sweat off their brow at the moment. You know, getting the towels out, just being like, phew, you got it that one, 16-14. I gotta say, John, that was a magnificent performance from them, okay? They really took it up to Rooster. They didn't care. Like, that's the thing for John there. Good.